Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome to my channel. Welcome aboard, as we set sail on a journey through Henry of Langenstein. Henry of Langenstein, also known as Henry of Hesse the Elder, born Heinrich Heinbuche, c. 1325–11 February 1397, was a German scholastic philosopher, theologian, and mathematician. As we venture forward, let's take a closer look at biography and its impact on our understanding. Henry was born at Heinbuche, near Langenstein, in the Landgraviate of Hesse. He studied at the University of Paris, where he finished his M.A. in 1363 and his M.Ph. in 1376, and became professor of philosophy there this same year. In 1368, on the occasion of the appearance of a comet, which the astrologers of his times claimed to be a sure foreboding of certain future events, he wrote a treatise entitled Quaestio de Cometa, in which he refutes the then prevalent astrological beliefs. At the instance of the university, he wrote 3 other treatises on the same subject, completed in 1373. On his scientific work, A Celsius, Cromie writes, Oresme extended the impetus theory to psychology. One of his follows, Henry, while doubting whether the proportions and intentions of the elements of a given substance were knowable in detail, seriously considered the possibility of the generation of a plant or animal from the corpse of another species, for example of a fox from a dead dog. Augustine to Galileo, Vol. 2, 1922, page 114. When the Western Schism broke out in 1378, Henry sided with Urban VI against Clement VII, and wrote various treatises in defense of the former. In 1379 he composed Epistola Pacis C. Helmstadter Programme, 1779 and 1780, in which, under the form of a disputation between an Urbanist and a Clementine, he advocates the suppression of the schism by way of a general council or a compromise. In his Epistola Concilii Pacis, composed in 1381, and based on a similar work, the Epistola Concordia of Conrad of Gelnhausen, he urges still more strongly the necessity of a general council and severely criticizes the many abuses that were permitted to go on within the Church. These 2 treatises of Henry, and the Epistola Concordia of Conrad, formed the basis of a discourse delivered by Cardinal Pietro Filagi, the future Alexander V, at the first session of the Council of Pisa 26 March 1409, see Blemetrida in Historisches Gewerk Munich, 1904, XXV 536–541. Henry's Epistola Concilii Pacis is printed in von der Hart's Concilium Constantians, 2, 1, 360, with the exception of the first and the second chapter, which were afterwards published by the same author in Discrepantiums. Et editionum Helmstadt, 1715, 911. When in 1382 the French court compelled the professors of the College of Sorbonne University of Paris to acknowledge the antipope Clement VII, Henry left the university and spent some time at Iberbach Abbey, a Cistercian monastery near Wiesbaden. A letter which he wrote here to Bishop Eckert of Worms, and which bears the title De Schismate, was edited by Sommerfeld in Historisches Gewerk Munich, 1909, XXX. Another letter which he wrote here to the same bishop, on the occasion of the death of the bishop's brother, is entitled De Contemptu Mundi, edited by Sommerfeld in Innsbruck, 1905, XXIX, 406–412. A second letter of condolence, written about 1384, was edited by Sommerfeld in Hist. Gewerk Munich, 1909, XXX. Following the invitation of Albert III, Duke of Austria, he went to the University of Vienna in 1384, and assisted in the foundation of a theological faculty. Here he spent the remainder of his life, teaching dogmatic theology, exegesis, and canon law, and writing numerous treatises. In 1384 Heinrich von Langenstein, together with his colleague and friend Heinrich Totting von Oether, who descended from the northern German town now known as Friesow, took up teaching and administrative duties at the newly established University of Vienna, founded 1365. First students subscribed 1385. He died at Vienna, having refused an episcopal see which was offered him by Urban VI. As we embark on the next leg of our journey, let's unpack the layers of legacy and examine its core elements. In 2008, the University of Vienna attached a third memorial plaque to Heinrich von Langenstein and Heinrich Totting in the University Church, St. Stephen's Cathedral, Vienna 1st, 1397 upon their burial in the Apostelchoir, 2nd, upon reburial of the two friends in the Katharinenkapelle 1510 near the Apostelchoir, acknowledging the two teachers the founding professors of the University of Vienna. With the foundation laid, let's embark on a journey into works. Rothsey below ascribes to him 7 works on astronomy, 18 historico-political treatises on the schism, 17 polemics, 50 ascetical treatises, and 12 epistles, sermons and pamphlets. Among his printed works are a Tractatus de art praedicandi val utilis, 1494 de Conception, a defense of the Immaculate Conception, Strasbourg, 1500 contra dissertations et predications contrarias fratrum mendicantium, another defense of the Immaculate Conception against some of the mendicants, Milan, 1480, Basel, 1500, Strasbourg, 1516 Speculum anima or Mirror of the Soul, and ascetic treatise edited by Wimpfeling, Strasbourg, 1507 Secretus Sacerdotum Q in Missa Teneri debent multum utilia, treating of certain abuses in the celebration of Mass, edited by Michael Lockmayer, Heidelberg, 1489, and often thereafter Tractatus Bipartitus de Contractibus, c. 1392, also known as the Tractatus de Contractibus et de Origine Censum, a treatise on money, prices, and contracts. It is published in manuscript from among the works of Jean Gerson Cologne, 1483-4. A transcribed edition of this text can be found here, and extensive bibliographic information here. Summa de Republica, a work on public law, Cathedra Petri, a work on ecclesiastical policy. If you have any suggestions for future videos, feel free to drop them in the comments section.